You do get smarter. Right?
You do. But if the correct answer is supposed to be, yeah, man, you just get older, get wiser, and stop.
Yeah, that's something. I fuck with I fuck with that question, man. But yeah, I do believe what you're saying, as in people stand by that no snitching code to affect them, right?
Yeah.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Um, I ain't got nothing else to say after that. That's literally what it is. What made you think of that? Because of the gun and shit?
Yeah. So, but outside of that, do you think even if that whole situation happened and you was kind of tied up in something, but you could get out and like outside of prison you a multimillionaire, but when you inside of prison, you were just an inmate at that point. Do you think that would entice you to be like, man, fuck that? You tell me I can get off scot free? They're like, yeah, you getting off scot free because you ain't the ringleader, you ain't the head, you helping us crack this case. Like, you don't think that shit would entice you to
I don't know. I have to be in that position. I ain't gonna be that nigga like, oh, I'm not snitching at all. Shit, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Until you put in that position, you can't answer.
So say you with your nigga do some crazy shit while you're with him. Yeah, he just pull off like out on some nut shit, just bucking.
No, I'm not ratting him, bro. I'm not doing it.
And you with him, but you told him, like, even if he tell you like, bro, man, I'm about to see that nigga that's such and such. I'm about to smoke his ass. Like, nah, bro, chill. He pull out like just dump and like smoke everything right there.
I mean, that's a good scenario. I don't hang out with people like that for that reason. For that reason, do not put me in harm's way, my boy. Okay. Hell nah.
So if your nigga put you in harm's way like that, you don't feel like he did you a dishonor?
Yeah, he did. I mean, now if it's like sudden, like, don't get me wrong, like, I mean, I got two homeboys that carry. You feel me?
That's the part what I'm saying.
But it's more of like self defense. They ain't just running up on a nigga and like pulling that shit out. You feel me? We not them type of niggas, right? So I'm not hanging out with a type of nigga that do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm no, I don't hang out with niggas. I hang out with niggas that think about their fucking life. You feel me? That, like, I mean, I'm the only one that's like those two of us that's really completely single. Mm-hmm. You feel me? The rest of them, I mean, they got some type of family. They got children. They married, or they in some type of relationship, right? So I hang out with niggas who's thinking about that type of shit, right? They not out here on the hot boy shit. That we too old for that shit, man. That shit's for the birds. So I ain't putting myself in that position. My niggas is probably not putting me in that position. So that's what it is. Yeah. I mean, flip the script though. Like, on you. I mean, you gotta answer the questions for yourself. You put me in the hot seat. Let me tell it. Oh, I'm snitching on niggas. Damn.
I ain't saying you was. I just asked the question. What I will say is, I don't know. It depends on scenario. Everything is scenario based. If I get put in a tight spot, and depending on what type of time and how crazy the crime is, on some petty shit, like somebody done stole a vehicle or some shit like that, like I ain't saying that. I don't know. Y'all got it. When that shit on some like I might get life type shit. I'm not getting locked up.
I mean, you gotta think about your family.
Yeah, I'm not getting locked up for something I didn't do and want no parts of. Hell no. Hell no. But at the same note, I'll say this. I'll try my best.
I mean,
to not have to say anything.
Right.
If it's just, questioning or whatever, I ain't saying shit. Now, when they start throwing me in prison or whatever, now shit change. Like, I'm not putting myself, or I'm not putting no one else over me.
Yeah.
When it comes to, you know what I'm saying?
But these niggas didn't think about you. These niggas did not think about your family.
Well, think about me or not, even if it had absolutely nothing to do with me. Like, they just doing their own thing. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not putting myself in that predicament and trying to be this real nigga. Like, that's not the type of shit I gotta prove, you know what I'm saying, to nobody. Like, I don't know. Y'all got it. When that shit on some like I might get life type shit, I'm not getting locked up for something I didn't do and want no parts of. Hell no. Hell no. But at the same note, I'll try my best. I mean, yeah. I ain't gonna be, going around bragging, oh yeah, I told on him or whatever else. But
Well,
at the
that's dumb
same
as
note,
hell.
I mean, no, even though, like,
Yeah.
even, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that nigga Charleston White, he said he'll throw anybody under the bus. He don't give a fuck. Like, you ever listen to that nigga
Yeah,
before?
that nigga funny. Yeah,
He funny as
that
fuck.
nigga, he a little con
But
artist.
a lot of the shit he be saying, it be real. It just be ignorantly said.
But hey, man, it gets viewers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
shit.
keeps us
I ain't
looking
gonna
at them.
lie, I
Yeah.
see some crazy ass shit. No, that nigga put his life on the line too. There's a lot of niggas I think want to smoke his ass.
It is a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of
Yeah.
niggas because he got vomited the mouth and he be saying some disrespectful shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
he do a lot of a lot of ignorant shit.
unwarranted too.
A
Shit
lot
don't
of,
got shit to do with him.
what
He just
shit
be
they got
going
shit to do
in.
with it? Sometimes it don't got shit to do with anything. He just be saying shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it be funny because he got that accent too, though.
And he sound ignorant.
Yeah.
He sounds dumb, but like I said, some of the shit he said, it be real. But I don't know. I don't think I could display myself in a manner that I didn't feel like it reflect me
Mm-hmm.
just to get views. Now for money, direct money,
I mean,
I probably could.
who's to
But
say? So, do you not think that's the real him outsider? You think he's doing it for views? Do you think that's the real him?
I absolutely think he's doing it for views because even if it's his thought, him displaying it publicly is putting himself in harm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I feel like it is for views at that point. It's a lot of things that I know I feel true about, but I'm not going to publicly verbalize it knowing if it's going to put me in harm's way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that do that, and like a lot of fiascos now that go on in the media and
But I say
shit
media is
are
the wave.
public.
Media is the
Yeah,
wave
it's
now.
publicly
Yeah.
placed there for
Mhm.
us to react to. But one thing I will say, I find a little annoying because I do speak on like things that were publicly put out for people to see, and for someone to say, "Oh, y'all need to stay out of them people's business, or y'all need to stop commenting about their life." No, like they literally put it
Yeah, for
on
people
display
that,
for that.
Yeah.
They want attention.
Mhm.
They want you to talk about it. They want that quick spin. Anytime a celebrity or anything, gets on the media, whether it's a positive or negative thing,
Mhm.
everything about them increases, bumps up their searches. If they're a musician, their
Mhm.
music. If they're
Mhm.
an actress or actor, their movies spike or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're doing that on purpose. So honestly, by feeding into it some, which at the same note, it is kind of dumb to just feed into their shit if you know it's purposely there. But coincidentally, if it's somebody you like, follow, or have any type of attachment to on a celebrity level, that's the person that's what you should do. Or I ain't gonna say should do, but if you feel like doing it, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't take it too personal.
Yeah, I think well, a lot of people be taking a lot of shit personal, like they know these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
the
And
that's
yeah,
the irking thing. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
take
saying?
shit. I don't take
Yeah.
shit about a celebrity's life
Yeah.
personal. Like, I'm gonna tell you. Ooh. With that being said, it's so many people that I see, and they say, oh, you paying attention to this person, you need to leave them alone. Tell me why, when a celebrity die or something, people be acting like this shit personally affected them.
Yeah, like they about to show up to the funeral.
Yeah. When like,
yeah,
you
but
know,
I mean, I get it. Definitely. So definitely, if you're a fan, and say you've been listening to all this person's music, right? You just know there's not gonna be no more of them, right? I think that's the only thing that I get is the fact that like this person I was a fan of,
yeah.
he or she is not making music no longer.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that was the case with a lot of people, and they still act like they was touched. For example, I feel like it's delusional to
I mean,
like be
it makes
hurt,
sense.
because like when Michael Jackson died, for one, he was old anyway. For two, he was no longer even making music or anything. So
Michael's what he wasn't even 60 yet.
I mean, he was old, naturally old. What I mean is like, this is just me. I feel like if a person is at least 50 plus and they die,
It's okay.
I ain't saying it's okay, but yes, it's okay because like that's life.
But 50 is pretty young.
That shit ain't young, bro.
That 50 is
That shit
young,
ain't
dog.
young, bro. That's just how my man said. That's just a social construct. That's a social construct for us to believe
for
that
somebody
50 is young.
for somebody to die at 50, I just think that's young.
No, let me tell you why I say that. Because dying age is only based off of average. And average has to have a low, a high, and a median. And our average is like 70, meaning niggas got to be dying younger than that too. But
if our average is 70, that makes 70 old.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
Nah, I feel like old is like 100. Old is like 90 something or 100. Like under the spectrum. You can't have the end. That's the median, bro. 70 is the median. Like 90 is the high. And then 50 would be the low. Because that's like 20 years under.
Like, it's, to your point, so I don't agree with the 50 shit. But if you're fucking 71, 72 years old and you fucking died, then I feel like you lived your fucking life.
So you tell me if a nigga died at 50, like, damn, that nigga was still young.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, that's a young age to die. That is a young age to die. Like, 50-year-olds are, motherfucker, 50-year-olds are really not even looking 50. That's how I know that shit's still young.
That's that bullshit.
And the 50-year-olds are still doing the shit that I do out here.
They
bro.
shouldn't be. That's that bullshit.
Why they shouldn't be?
That's that bullshit. Motherfuckers ain't growing up.
First of all, I was talking about the active shit, but they doing that. They doing the other shit too.
Motherfuckers ain't growing up. That nigga Diddy still in the club and shit. That nigga Diddy with 20-year-olds and etc. Like, God.
Then why is that age limit for you to have fun? Why is the age limit for you to be in the club?
No.
If that's what you want to do.
Because if you think about it, literally clubs have age ranges. A lot of them do. And
age ranges?
Yeah. Let me tell you what I mean by that. When they literally have certain clubs, they'll say, oh, like the grown and sexy.
That's not an age range.
That's an age range.
That's not a range.
Like
a range is from here to there. It's saying you can't be below. I mean, you can't be under a certain age to get in this goddamn club.
That's a range. So like, if you grown and 30, sexy and 30 and 35 and up,
but ain't no stopping point.
That's the up part. But if you at that type of vibe,
that means
that's okay.
An 85-year-old could be in there partying with the 30-year-olds. That's all that means.
That shit crazy though. That's crazy, bro. Like, you supposed to be on some other shit. In my opinion, on some other shit.
What other shit you supposed to be on? Bro, what are you supposed to be on? You want to have a good time like everybody else, but because I'm aged, I'm 30 years older than you, I can't have a good time. I still like women.
Yeah, you need like them.
I still like looking at women. I still like seeing ass shake.
Not in the club. go to the beach, go to Paris, go travel. Like, I'll be damned if I'm in the motherfucking club and I'm 50, 60, etc. Like, it's levels to this shit, which I can't knock Diddy. Like, that nigga he doing shit I wish I could do. But I'm talking about, I'll say this then, and rich people are kind of the exclusion.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm talking about, like, if you 50, 60, and you don't have your own, you're not set up to be fucking retired and all that other shit. You don't have money to the side. You're gonna be like retired or working till you're 80 years old, not because you want to, but because you have to. You wasted so much time clubbing and shit, and that's a lot of the times what happens. Like, if you see these old motherfuckers that's in these young clubs and shit, and they are doing the shit the young people trying to stay young, a lot of them people are not set up.
Yeah, no, I have seen that when I was in my on club, but the times I was in my fucking 20s and like clubbing, I have seen my brother's ex-girlfriend, her mother was in there clubbing with her, and she stayed on the south side and ain't got shit together. rent be late.
That's the part
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying. And
saying?
that's kind of what I felt like when
Yeah.
I made the original statement. So
Yeah.
it's not like you said
Yeah.
age limit,
Yeah.
but most people,
If you don't got your shit together,
if you ain't got
if
your
you don't got your shit together by 50 years old, you don't need to be doing that shit.
well,
Yeah.
no, not even that. If you don't have your shit, a lot of people don't have their shit together by then because that's all they were doing up until you're still worried about clubbing. Like, pretty sure we all know that person or a few people that were trying to relive their high school years still.
Yeah.
Still.
That's scary.
Living off of like, oh, I was the most popular nigga in school. I was the baddest bitch in school. Still trying to live literally off of that. And it's like, why? Why haven't you grown up? Why haven't you elevated? Why, like, would you probably heard this or know this. Motherfuckers outside of the celebrities, like I was saying, that's really about they bread and they business and getting to it, don't be having that spare time to waste every weekend on fucking clubbing and shit. Like, you trying to get to bed early so you can wake up early so you can get to the shit that really counts.
What happens if you only work Monday through Thursday and you get in the bag Monday through Thursday, Friday through Sunday you do what the fuck you want to do.
I'm be real with you. Getting the bag don't stop on Thursday if you getting it, because
It depends.
I tell you right now,
it depends. There's such thing as passive income now.
Facts. But see, even with passive income, you got a lot of work, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Right now, me and my wife is in the process of getting another property to flip. You see, she was in here printing out papers early. Today is Sunday.
Yeah, but she wasn't doing that all day.
No, yeah. You like low key scouting, looking, talking to this person and that person. That shit don't stop just because it's a weekend. Like, I kid you not, like, if I say this, when it comes to that housing and shit, when you miss something within an hour time frame, sometimes that puts you a week behind, 2 weeks behind, or push you to where you can't even close. Like, some of those time limits are so strict and shit when it comes to like investing and shit like that. You out there partying, clubbing, now you done slept in late the next day, even though it's a Saturday morning. Like, you had that ringer on and you hit that button, snooze or ignore whatever D&D, and you missed that shit. Like, I don't know, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday. Which, I mean, I guess
you gotta create some time for yourself.
Definitely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? You can't invest. I mean, I get it. It works for some people. It's just not healthy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a way around it. You can still get the same bag.
But so my thing on that is, I feel like your early years is to set yourself up for your later years.
Of course, yeah.
So like, and that's all I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong. You gotta have fun too. You gotta squeeze that in there. You gotta enjoy your life. But at the same note, youth is short. But the rest of your life, it's short too. Life in general is short.
I mean, cause you never know.
But you got a larger time frame.
I get what you're saying.
From 35 to, if you live expected life, 70 to 80 or whatever.
Right.
And sometimes by starting so late in life, it's hard to get something going.
Yeah, I get
because
what you're saying. Yeah.
It takes a lot of time to create an empire, an establishment, a fucking a real business. Now, you got people that do blow up overnight with some crazy invention or something like that. But overall, like, the person that built that shit brick by brick, slowly, the slow way, grinding out, the way the average American has to, that shit take a lot of time, bro, to like really get to the point where you no longer need to stay on it. I mean, cause I'll say this. You said, what if it's, that person works Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday? for real, if they had the type bag I'm talking about, they don't even have to do that neither. If you
Yeah,
still literally
yeah,
have to work
yeah, I get what you're
40
saying.
plus hours a week, and that's all I was saying, then you not quite to where I want to be.
Yeah, so after you brought it back, I got what you were saying. You was basically saying, well, to me, this is where I took it. Tell me if I'm wrong. The people I was speaking on have already built that in their younger years. You know what I'm saying? Where they can live that life at 50 or 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? Where at 50 or 60 years old, they can have the fucking weekends off and fucking enjoy it, and that bag will still be there. I think your point of view was people did not invest in themselves early to set themselves up, and they trying to start late and still go clubbing on the weekends, and it's not gonna work that way because you're not gonna have that bag if you still trying to. If you was doing the same shit you was doing when you was 20 at 50 years old, you're not gonna have that bag that you're aiming for. You need to. The work don't stop. You know what I'm saying? You need to be working on the weekend. Now I get that point. I do get that point. Yeah.
But I don't know. Hopefully soon I'll be at the stage where I want to be. My goal
I hope y'all do get that, man.
is about 40, bro.
Yeah.
Like my mental number is 40. At 40, I don't plan on punching no one else's clock. I don't plan on being on no one else's schedule but my own. And that's just my goal. Some people don't mind, working a 9 to 5, 8, 12 hours, or 40 hours, or 50, 60 hours a week, or whatever. And we need that. That's a part of society. So I'm not knocking anybody that works a 9 to 5. 9 to 5s are important, from the lowest paying job to the highest paying job. Motherfucker, I love going to Chick-fil-A, and it's a great day at Chick-fil-A, but somebody has to do it.
It's okay to say it's not for you. It's okay to say that.
That's what I said. It's not for me, though.
Yeah, you're not knocking it, but it's all right. It's all right to say it's not for me.
It's not for me. Definitely not for me.
Yeah.
And but like I said, I'm not trying to discourage anyone that is at that level or whatever. But I feel like there are levels for expectations in life. To me, like I said with the Chick-fil-A thing, to me, I feel like the fast food chains and stuff are for younger adults, from teenagers to younger adults. Unless you're like a manager or something, I feel like you do need that, older person with experience and stuff to oversee it all. But just majority, sometimes I see, people 40 and 50 that still, working like that. And I just
are you judging them?
no,
Be honest.
No, I'm saying I can't see myself.
I'm asking when you see that, are you judging them?
I can't see myself. I can't see myself doing that. I'm judging me.
I'm asking you, when you see somebody in their 40s working like the register, that shit don't say manager.
If they're not a manager, yes, absolutely. Okay. I have judged and thought like, fuck, like what happened?
Yeah,
what? And I ain't necessarily gonna say judge, but I question and I think, damn, I wonder what happened. I wonder why they doing this. I wonder if this just like some side shit and they just
did they like mess up in life where they can't get other jobs? Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I do the same shit. Yeah.
And it's still society though. All parts are necessary to keep everything moving, but I'm trying to get out of that bubble, bro. Like I ain't
Most
trying.
Definitely. I mean, it ain't for me either. Like when I get back to work after my program, I hope I hope I'll be doing counseling, but at the same time, I want to be working my own hours. But at that time, I will be creating my own hours, and that's what I want, right? I can't do the 9 to 5. I can't be punching nobody's clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I agree with you saying, but I'm not judging nobody who do, because there's niggas that's making 6 figures punching 9 to 5, working 12-hour shifts. There's niggas that's doing that. It ain't for me.
And as long as if they take that and do what they need to do with it, to still, I feel like financial freedom, in my opinion, should be the goal.
It should be the goal.
for everyone.
Yeah, but it's not the goal. You
And
know what I'm saying?
I said in my opinion.
It should.
That's how I
Yeah,
perceive things.
and I can't project down anybody else. You're right. That's in our heads. That's the goal.
And
right?
the only reason why I say that is because myself personally, I feel like currently the retirement age is way too high. Back to the part where you were saying young and old.
They don't want you to get there.
Yeah, retirement age is like 65, bro.
Yeah.
And now, by any means, we all can kind of agree that is kind of on the older side. And it's like, why? I mean, I know why. They want you to keep working forever.
Yeah.
But I feel like, for me, 45, if motherfucker can get their shit right or whatever, you ain't gonna have to work past 45. And my number is 40. I'm trying to top it off at 40, but 65 is just.
I mean, that's steep. Just like Social Security, they don't want you to they don't want you to live up to that point to receive this shit. You feel me?
And you sit there and pay for it out of your check the whole time.
And it keeps going up. There was a time where it was 60.
Yeah.
You know,
the time was 55.
It was 55, right? Yeah. It keep going up.
And that's why, like, as the life expectancy goes up, the fucking work age goes up. But it's like, are they fucking keeping us alive so we can work longer?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
And then, like, even when you do get that age, a lot of people aren't even really alive without medications and prescriptions and like doctor visits or whatever else. You're so sickly now, so they're making money off you from you working, so and deducting out of your check and for keeping you alive. And like, you know, life is way too short, prospectively, to like just work 5 days out of 7. 5 out of 7 days.
I think about that shit often.
5 out of 7 days. The average person. 5 out of 7 days you work, and then you got 2 days to yourself, which one of the days is not all the way to yourself because you prepping again, go back to work for Monday or whatever. It's like, I can't. That shit slavery to me, bro.
Because I thought about it often. I was just like, bro, like, people really be at jobs for 50 plus years, right? That's
we got one dude that was working with us. He been there 50 years already. 50 what? 52 years. He been working at that place. He helped build a place, bro.
I mean, that's just crazy to think.
He helped build a place, and this the crazier part. He not even a manager, a supervisor, or nothing. He's still working on the floor. I was making more money than he was before I left at that job. Now, don't get me wrong. He had some other shit. I think he was a veteran. He did his time in the military, retired from that, and then started working there.
Damn, how old is this motherfucker? Shit.
Like 80.
Oh, I was about to say, he had to be 80. God
yeah, he like 80, bro.
What the hell?
That nigga like 80 still working there.
I mean, that's just wild. I mean,
because you know he had to be that old. He been there for like 53 years.
Yeah, about to be there for 53 and then get retired from the military. That's at least 20.
I know they fucked up. I know they ready for his ass.
But now I think he's just working just to be working though at this point. Though.
Facts, but that's why a lot of us, we talk and say, damn, he's only working now because he feel like if he quit, he gonna die. A lot of people say that because he don't have no family anymore. He's outlived a lot of his family. He has been married like 2 times. His kids, his wife, his mother, father, everybody's dead. So he kind of by himself. But at the same note, I feel like, damn, you could be out enjoying the rest of the life you do have.
Yeah.
Compared to coming here 5 days a week. He still comes there 5 days a week. I
mean, maybe he don't.
That's his enjoyment.
Yeah, I say, man, that's his enjoyment.
No, he loves it though.
Maybe he get bored at home.
He comes in. He has his newspaper. He chop it up with the guys. He bring food in. He bring drinks in. He's like a mascot there currently. Like he tries to keep the morale up.
Yeah.
And just give advice to other people and shit like that.
Is he like a fragile 80? Like he
fragile.
Like
he fragile.
Okay.
He's fragile. And that's another thing. Like he can't even really, he walks slow and all that shit.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Kind of decrepit. He ain't, but he's still there.
Yeah. I'm saying, I think about finances. I'm saying like, bro, this nigga, he got something. He got something.
Everybody say he got bread.
I think he got bread for real.
Bread. Motherfuckers say like he a millionaire type shit. I ain't cap, cause like you gotta think, even his 401k and all that shit has been collected for like 50 plus years, plus his military shit.
Yeah.
Like, everybody say he a millionaire, but
he got
sometimes
bread.
that might just be
who that money gonna go to.
Anthony. I said it's like this one dude that's like his it's his bodyguard there. It's like his son. Yeah. Nah, it ain't his son. Yeah. It's his work son. He just sit there and like cook him. Like at work, bro, nigga be on the grill cooking for him and shit. Or he be like, hey, Anthony, go in my car and go get my bags.
Oh yeah, Anthony getting that bread. Anthony, you better get on. You better start getting that Brussels shit.
Anthony do that, and it's like Anthony, like we be joking or whatever, but we be like, dudes coming there, he be like, Anthony, go smack him for me. Like he don't really do that, but in our head, we know like that's his henchman. Like that's his henchman. Like yo, if something was to go down, somebody was to like touch him or do something, like old boy gonna like fuck them up for him. It's a big black motherfucker. Too big.
You better take that spot.
Nah, I don't work there no more.
Oh, word. Okay.
Nah, I don't work there. So, they're speaking off of past jobs or whatever. But that shit was wild.
80, bro. I can't see myself doing it. I mean my granddad like that, man. But he didn't live his life right early.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He probably like 76, man. Still cutting meat. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about just I ain't expect to hear that.
I mean, but yeah, I get what you're going with, but
it was just odd.
Yeah, but he's just still
he a butcher.
Huh?
He a butcher.
So I don't know if you heard of Larry's Supermarket. No, it's in Raleigh or whatever. But he been there he been there since he was 18 years old, dog.
So that's almost 60 years.
Yeah, but he ain't do his money right when he was young. Out there chasing women, doing other shit.
And I feel like a lot of us do that.
Yeah.
Like minorities. Mm-hmm. I feel like sometimes we do that social life and stuff to kind of escape reality. Mm-hmm. To get that rush, to get that depression off, to get that social interaction sometimes make people feel better.
Yeah.
And maybe they use that as a therapy or something. Mm-hmm. But I think it's rare for people, minorities, to like get ahead based off we don't be having that advice and we don't be having that guidance a lot of the times. I mean, like, it's only generally, but a lot of our people coming up, our grandparents and shit ain't know much about credit and didn't give much thought to it, and then passed down that lack of knowledge, or didn't pass down any knowledge to our parents, and then chain continues. But now the way technology is and the education that's out there, and how you can just search the web and do your own research and stuff, I don't feel like it's an excuse no more for us to not get some knowledge under our belt, even if we can't go to college necessarily. Mm-hmm. It's so much free game out here now for us to excel.
So much free game, you really don't need college.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. You don't. Like I was saying, I have my appraiser's license. Mm-hmm. There's no college for that.
Yeah.
My wife has her real estate license. Mm-hmm. There's no college for that. These are courses you can take in a period of less than 6 months. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to pay up front out of pocket or whatever, but it's so many things that we can attain through online or through, going to school, not necessarily college, but picking up trades.
Picking up little trades, that you can always have in your back pocket.
Continue to have and not lock you or force you to be stuck at one place.
Right.
Like, I feel like being trapped at a job is normally based off of the dependency of the income from that job. Once you become dependent on the income from one place and they know that shit, they know they got you by the balls. And so many people are unsatisfied with the job they are at, but they know if they don't have it, them lights gonna go off, or they gonna lose their house. They got kids that's depending on them.
And that
school
mindset,
club.
they become comfortable. They get comfortable, right? And but if you're not educating yourself on the side, you're gonna remain there.
And you
You
know
know
what?
I'm
I'm not even gonna say they become comfortable. I say they become complacent. Because comfortable means acceptable and you know.
yeah.
So, but they
Yeah.
become complacent.
Complacent, yeah.
They
You're right.
just
Yeah.
get
That's the
accustomed
better word
to
for
living
it.
that
Yeah.
lifestyle compared to they're still unsatisfied with
Mhm.
it. So they're not comfortable necessarily, but they've grown to accept it, and they think that's all that there is. And if you grab bits and pieces, take some of that free time
Right.
that I was saying, you know, clubbing or whatever, and take your weekends and dedicate it to picking up a trade. Only on weekends, on your free time, you know, to where if you can dedicate 40 hours to a job, and I say you're dedicating it to that job because at the end of the day, any place that pays you anything, they only pay you a fraction of what you make for them. Nobody's gonna pay you more than what they're making.
Right.
Nowhere near what they're making.
That would be
You can literally make a couple $1 million for your job per year, and you won't see a fraction of. You only see a super small fraction of that.
because the company got to
So
make profit.
exactly. Yeah. So with that being said, if you're investing, that means you're investing your time into that company to grow somebody else's pockets. Why can't you invest time into yourself to grow your own pockets, your own finances, your own future, and your kids, and so forth? So, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I done lost. I ain't gonna say lost. I say invested. I done invested a lot of money in side ventures and shit.
And sometimes
And
it don't go right.
Flop.
I mean, but that's the
And
risk
they
you take.
flop.
I mean, that's
And
the
they
risk.
flop. And it's like, you know, I
Yeah.
don't give up. I just
Yeah.
keep like, well.
You know, but some people, I mean, that's good that you have it, but some people don't have that will.
Yeah.
Some people don't have that desire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's good that you have it, you feel me? Because after one mishap,
Motherfucker say, yeah, I'm gonna stick to this 40
yeah,
hour job.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, another thing with
but
that,
in your mind, you know, I don't want to be here forever.
Nope.
That's the thing about you. You know what
and
I'm
the
saying?
thing with that is like the fucking jobs kind of make or break you, and you're, like I said, stuck to the point where the job can tell you, you know, hey, you got to come in tomorrow. Either you come, or you can get a write up, or you can get some type of consequence. But and they tell you last minute, but you're like, hey, I can't because I already got this planned. It was my off day. Well, I know it was your off day, but I'm telling you, we need you to come in tomorrow. How is that fair? How is that fair? So now I got fucking 2 days out of 5, 2 days out of 7 to have my personal time. Now you telling me I have to come in, and that's supposed to be fair? Like, that shit not right, bro. But if you don't have that financial freedom to say, look, I ain't doing it, whatever you need to do, do it.
Yeah.
They gonna continue to bully you around.
And then, you know, those type of people they trick their mind, but like, fuck it. It's OT. It's overtime. You know what I'm saying?
Just like now, you know, it's just us two.
Yeah.
Shooting or whatever based off of work. Work schedule. Last minute work schedule change. So, I mean, it is what it is, but, you know, people gotta survive the way they know how to, you know, and everybody can't be the best. And some of us don't have quit in us. Some of us gonna grow. Some of us gonna stay stagnant, but it's a part of life. And you can accept it or you cannot accept it and try to do more for yourself. I will say though, sometimes life feels like, well, it has made me feel like sometimes like, fuck, like this shit is already predetermined or something to an extent. Like a celebrity was meant to be a celebrity, and everybody can't be a celebrity.
Right. Okay.
You know, like it's some people that are more talented than the people that have record deals and went through some of the same steps, but it just won't meant for them to some type of extent. Like everybody can't be a millionaire. Everybody want to, but I don't know. I sometimes I feel like it's something like just blocking shit. Something that's just stopping. I don't know, like some type of imaginary force maybe or something that keeps a balance. Matter of fact, maybe it's that like karma or balance in general. Shit has to have a certain balance to it, or everything falls out of balance. For example, everybody want to be a millionaire, but everybody can't. Based off of like inflation in general. If everybody was millionaires, inflation would skyrocket. It would have to create that balance back. Like right now, $60,000, 60 to 100,000. I think $60,000 might be the U.S. national average income. Now that's average. Yet it's so many people that don't make 60,000 a year.
Because it depends on where you at in the
Yeah,
fucking country.
it depends on where you at. So now, based off of this,
because that's the national average. But then when you start talking about regions, and then you start going to state,
yeah,
that's not
it changes a lot. But then but with that being said, you got 60K at a national average currently. If you go back 25 years, 60K was a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
But due to inflation and people making more money, them increasing wages and stuff, then you turn around and they like, okay, people making so much money now, and they're going to another bracket of lifestyle to where we don't have enough people down here. Without the people down here, we can't have a proper running economy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we need to inflate shit. So this $60,000 no longer feels like a lot of money. It's a little bit of money now. Now this person has to stay at work and work. And I feel like the same thing would happen if $100,000 was the national average. Everything would just be higher.
Yeah, everything would have to be higher.
And so forth.
So people have to work.
Have to work.
Have to work. Yeah.
But so, we get this excitement from oh, I got $1 raise. I say this. Anytime the average income increases by $1, the fucking expense of living increases by $2.
Yeah. The cost of living is
going always.
It's gonna double that.
Always going to outmatch the income. Output is always going. I think that's some bullshit. That's why only way you can create that financial freedom is to get outside of that box, outside of the box, the number that they set for you. Because as long as you're in a number or a box that somebody else set for you, you're going to continue to work. They want you to.
Yeah, but like they say that $15 an hour feels like the new minimum wage now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's fucked up because
that's crazy. But I mean, because you just gotta think about what $15 an hour like when my parents was coming up. You know what I'm saying? You know what the hell that looked like? $15 an hour was
shit. Yeah. Fuck when your parents coming. When I was coming up, my first job, bro, I made $7.25.
I did too.
An hour, bro, and it was okay.
Yeah. But I mean, you probably didn't have bills. You used to do that in high school?
Nah, this was even like slightly after high school, which I didn't stay there long. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, $7.25 at one point was the fucking minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? You can't do shit with that currently, bro. Like $7, and just in our lifespan,
I was sitting here thinking about. I was like,
just in our lifespan, minimum wage has increased so much. That should just let you know how much the inflation has went up too, because you can't have a proper economy if you don't have the bottom feeders.
I mean, that's true though. That's true, and that does go back to your point. Everybody can't be a millionaire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy though, because like at the end of the day, it's all based off of greed too. They get us so attached to physical objects, tangible objects, that we create our own cycle. Because as long as there's more that we want to buy, the more we have to spend, and then the more we have to work. If we all could do like minimal minimalistic living, holistic living, living off the land or whatever, economy would crash too. Think about this. Think about this. One whole fucking 1 to 2 years, nobody upgrades or get an Apple iPhone. The next one, Apple would flop. They would flop. They would be fucked.
Yeah.
Just one cycle of the what's coming out next? The 15?
I don't know.
If we just skip literally one cycle of the iPhone, we could tank them.
Yeah.
We would tank them. One cycle of iPhone, one cycle of the iPad, one cycle of the Mac and MacBook. Almost any company would take a super downfall.
Yeah.
Just for one cycle of that. But they can continue to do it, and we don't even need it. We don't even need a fucking new iPhone, but you got some people that get it every year.
Oh, I ain't that person.
People that lease a car for 1 year just so they can keep getting the new car,
the new one,
every year,
yeah.
And it's unnecessary. But that's what creates that cycle of us buying like tangible objects and being addicted to like fashion and
the materialistic shit. Like, yeah.
Materialistic people keep America going.
Yeah.
And the crazy part, the brokest people spend the most money on materialistic things. A lot of the times. And not overall, but just wage wise.
I'm about to say, I'm not gonna say they.
No, I'm talking about wage wise.
Okay.
Wages. If we just going off of wages. So, like Balenciaga and stuff like that is made for wealthy people based off of income to debt ratio. Yet, so many people that would be considered poor try to buy that type shit. And it's like, that's beyond your means, but they get the rich people to advertise it and wear it and psychologically get us to think we need it, knowing we really shouldn't be able to afford it. But we force ourselves to get it to keep us broke, to like keep working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know debt to income ratio is a big thing that if a lot of people understood how to properly manage their finances.
Oh yeah, I mean, first of all, you're gonna learn if you actually like, well, not you, but of course the general public, as they educate themselves on credit, and that's when they learn about the debt to income ratio. You gonna look at your shit. You gonna realize you need to be doing something different in life, right? And you start managing your spending habits. It goes a long fucking way.
That shit is addictive though. It's hard to like not impulsive buy shit, especially with online shopping now.
Depends on who you are.
No, I'm saying just general. I feel like the boom, because like think about how quick and how fast Amazon became like one of the number one shopping places to like purchase anything from, just from the, as we were saying before, like the ease of use and the quick,
the convenience,
And I think that's what made him boom. That convenience.
That's the biggest thing, because Amazon didn't start off like having everything, right? It didn't start off everything. A lot, I think, did it start off with for companies? It started off with only like a seldom amount of like merchandise, right? So everybody wasn't using fucking Amazon. Now you can get everything. You can grocery shop on Amazon. You can get all your electronics. You can get everything. You can fill your whole house up on fucking Amazon and get it there in less than a week.
And with that being said, I ain't even gonna cap. Like, I feel like with a lot of online services becoming like more available, with being able to buy anything you want online, my spending habits have increased. I feel like a lot of people be on it late night in the bed, something cross your mind, you scroll, find it, purchase it, and it just comes to your house, compared to like a while before the online shopping was a thing, having to physically go to the store and take your time out of your day to do that. I definitely know I spent a lot less, because even if it was something I'm thinking about that night.
You felt like you spent a lot less by going to the store?
Yes. Because this is why. Like, a lot of the times I can have a slight impulsive thought, and by the time I wake up in the morning, it's not
You
on
don't
my
care.
mind no more.
Okay, I get what you. All right, yeah, all
Yeah.
right, yeah,
But yet,
yeah,
if I'm middle of the
yeah,
night,
yeah,
2 o'clock in the morning, I had
yeah,
impulsive thought. I look, I see a
yeah,
good price,
yeah,
buy. Oop,
yeah.
it's gonna be here.
That shit.
Like
Prime
going to the
versus 2 day
store,
shipping.
I never spent
Yeah.
even currently. Compare your physical purchases to like ordering online purchases. Do you feel like it's even? Do you feel like you make way more in-store purchases, way more online purchases, or like
So with me, I'm not a person who spends a lot. You're right. So for me, I make more. It's more about the convenience of Amazon.
mhm.
So I do love Amazon. But I make more in store purchases just because of I like to touch my shit before I buy it. I'm not the type of person because once I get some shit and it don't fit right, I keep
So
it.
you talking about clothes alone?
Anything. Like I like to touch it. Like whether because something don't look the same online, so I like to see it in person,
Mhm.
right? So I rather go in store. If I can't find it in store, that's when I go to Amazon.
So you ain't never did that, like go in store, look for something specifically, touch it, but then still go back and order it online.
Nah,
I do that shit
yeah.
sometimes,
I'm
bro.
not. Nah, I'm not that type of
I
person.
do it
If
on.
I can get it in the store, then now I would do it. I if the price is different
That's what I
online.
was saying. Cause normally I compare
Yeah,
online prices,
yeah.
and for some reason, normally online prices outmatch the fucking
Yeah,
in-store
yeah. Now,
prices for a
yeah.
lot of
In,
things.
in that sense, yeah, I have done it, but that makes it cheaper though.
Yeah,
That's more like
yeah.
financially smart. You know what I'm saying? If I can't find it in the store, I'm going online. But if I could find it in the store, or if it's it's a store that's not in distance, I'm going online.
Yeah.
Yeah. So